Hi, so here we are on the little story we've been working on, and we're now going to have a look at the 3D view. So all I did is I just created a save new and selected 3D. When we're in 3D here, these are the functions that you can set to change your story. Let me just do that, put that back to cost a moment. So default to this, first of all, you've got size, so that's size of the items. I'm just going to move the size of the items up a little bit to make them bigger. The z-axes, so this is distance by, x and y axes, and whether you view it from the front, the back, the left side or the right side, and you'll see that in a moment. We can also reverse the depth axis. So this axis here, we can flick it from start to finish or finish to start, depending on the timeline horizon that you've set, 2, 3, 5, 10 years, etc. And then this also shows the shadows for the duration of the particular items. The other one over here is obviously you can show relationships, and I talked to you about the background, and I'll come to that one in a moment. So first of all, let's just have a look at the axes here. So I normally use the z-axis as a time. So what has that done? Well, what that's now done, that has put a timeline. Bar comes along here, for example. See down the bottom here, and it's also now going out into the distance. So I'm just going to use these buttons on you so you can see these quickly. This is the fly-in one. So when I go in, we've got item 1, item 2, item 3, item 4. Okay, and we come all the way up to 2017. So this is a 5-year kind of timeline. If you just click in the middle, this will bring you straight back to the beginning again. Okay. So let's just put an XY axis onto this as well. So if I put a cost on there and maybe a percentage complete, okay, we'll just save that for a moment. So now what that's done, if I just come up, this is now showing the percentage completed, and it's also showing by cost, and it's showing by time. Okay, so again, this can this varies quite a bit in the 3 axes. In fact, why don't I do that in a moment? I normally wouldn't use the time on that one. Let's just for argument's sake, just to put that by them like so. Okay, so this is z-axis by year 1 sales, cost, and percentage now. So if I come back, so now what I'm doing is I'm plotting these by these 3 dimensions, and see what I mean. If you have a black background, it's just easier to see from that perspective. What we could also do to show is maybe size by, and I'll just use cost again just for this part here. I'll just move that up a little bit, save changes. Okay, so you can see this is a higher cost, lower cost. So again, you're starting just to relatively see where they're all sitting with percentage complete versus their cost. This one has higher cost, and obviously you can see by the size as well. This is a big, and it's down at the end of the cost here, and it's the only one that's got year 1 sales showing it, so that's why it's further forward, and it's got a fairly average percentage complete. So size by cost is 3, cost is 3, axis percentage complete is 64%. Okay, whereas this one down here, it's 31%. So it's kind of relative. It gives you an indication of where they all are. So that's the 3D. But what I think is how it's much more powerful to use. If I just switch off these X, Y, and axes at the moment and just put them back to their defaults, and using a background image to give it a perspective, and now I'm going to switch it to start date. Okay, back to where we were, and I'm now going to use this is a default one, which is the roadmap, and this just totally changes the whole kind of view of the 3D. So now it actually, we've got a windy road, we've got some dates, this kind of view background gives a bit of a gloomy kind of perspective to it all. which could tell you that your 3D roadmap, or your roadmap, whatever it happens to be, things are not going well just by the dark and gloomy clouds. And I'm just using my mouse at the moment to scroll in, so this is the bit where we're just going down the road as time flies by on our Star Trek Enterprise, and things are passing, the items or stars are passing us by. Again, if I just click, this will bring it right back to the beginning again. So now let me add the shadows so you can see that. And there are two shadows. If I just take this one off first, there's the show shadows, which if I just do that, close it, so you can see the shadows to where they are. This helps you to show you where in time this actually is happening. But what if we want to see the duration of that, of how long each one of these are? Then we just click this one, save the changes. Okay, go back out of here. And now you can see this has a short duration, this has a long duration, this has a long duration. And if I just fly down again and I come back, we can actually see that item number 4, for example, is starting here just at the first quarter in 2016 and goes on for at least another 3 years by the looks of it. So we can do, we can get a perspective of that. This bit on here, just the rotating, this rotates anti-clockwise or clockwise, so we'll just do it this way. So what this is now showing me is the date. This is the end date on this one, the start date, and where they're actually occurring. But also you still got the duration being shown, so you can see which are short projects, which are medium, and which are long-term projects, and whereabouts they're occurring in your roadmap. So if I rotate it, I'm now looking from behind, so now I've got item 4 first, and I can see the durations of that, and I'm coming out. So again, I'll click back, and then I'll just rotate again. So now I'm looking from 2011 across 2017, and then I'll just rotate and we're back to the beginning again. If things were going really well, then a different way that you could do is change the background. And if I did that and you thought, well, how are things going at the moment, then I could just go to maybe some of our public images here, and if I took this one and said OK, when people view it straight away, then it gives a whole different meaning to the roadmap. Now we have green, blue sky, straight road, and everything is working really well. Again, you can move the items around to get in different positions as to where you think they're best suited. Okay, and we can just fly in again as we were doing before, and look at the items. Okay, and double click to come back again. Okay, so that is the 3D view. Have a play around with it. That's the best thing to do with it, and you'll get a feel for it. Again, you have the toolbar down here. This moves you in time as well, so you can look at things in between a certain part, and as we compress the timeline, so you'll see it going into quarters, and you see the months appearing as well. Okay, so if you just double click, or just click on the side here, these will then just come back out like so, and I'll just click back again. I'll bring us back to the beginning. Okay, if you'd like to learn more about the views, then after the video, please click on the button below this video, and I'll be happy to help you out and create some meaningful views for your stories. Okay, thanks very much.